Very good morning, CK sir. Am I audible, sir?
Yes,
Okay, sir.
Mr.
Very fine.
Gagan.
Actually, it will take another 1 minute to join. Sardul is okay. He has given. I'm just giving him permission. He has joined.
Very nice. Hello, sir. Good morning. Uh,
Hi Gagan sir, hi Chand sir.
very good
Morning, sir.
morning,
Very good morning.
Shadul Sanjal. Very nice to very nice. Wow. Uh,
How are you, sir?
I'm fine. You are on the punch time, proper time. So
Yeah,
we can
yeah.
we can start our program on uh, time so that it
Yeah,
can be first sincerity lecture or thing goes to our students that
yeah,
we have to
definitely.
follow the sincerity on. So
No,
so we
absolutely,
can,
absolutely.
yeah, it's 11 a.m. As our guest has already joined, we are just waiting for our head of the department. It will take
Okay.
1 minute or two
Yeah, yeah,
minutes.
yeah. Sure.
And Gagan sir, uh,
Sir, you can also use your camera along. Very good morning, sir. Welcome, sir.
good morning, Gagan sir, and a very good morning, our expert, lect talk expert, engineer Sadul. So
Thank you, sir.
this is just to see you again on this online. We are just waiting for our HOD sir.
Sir,
As our,
actually, sir also has given his consent. Is just joining in 2 minutes. I'm just making him also
ha ha
join.
ha. I think
All
he
right.
has joined. Sir ने join कर लिया I think.
Hello, Gagan. Hello, CK sir.
Very good morning, sir. Very good morning. We are here, and our guest has already joined, and we are ready to launch this expert lecture with your permission.
Yes,
As
good
already,
morning, participants.
already
Uh,
there are more than 50, 60 student already joined and audience. So, Gagan
ve-
sir, and
Very good, very good. Good morning, participants. Speaker Mr. Sadul, Coordinator Mr. Gagan, Dr. Chand Kishore sir, students and colleagues. Uh, I again welcome you all in the event on the role of mechanical engineer in IT industry. It is very confusing nowadays that why a mechanical engineer work in IT industry. But fact is that they are doing project in mechanical domain only in there. As the name itself suggests, mechanical engineering relates to machines and mechanics in the broadest sense of term. Machines are involved in all aspects of our life, human life, ranging from domestic machines to complicated automated machines in big industries. The center of excellence in our department in robotics and automation, various industrial softwares in visualization center, MES, enables us to understand the automated system which is used nowadays in mechanical engineering industry. The automated machines require a special programming and efficient management for interaction between machines and users. The IT service actually enables us to achieve this management. Further, the medium mechanical industry is updating itself to automation. Therefore, an extensive R&D is going on economical automated machines. Also, to transfer into automated unit, a proper planning and management is required. All such tasks to test prototype before manufacturing, planning the interaction between machines and machine human is done using IT service. In short, we can say that IT service becomes an integral part of modern mechanical engineering, or we can say all engineering disciplines. So I think the interaction with our alumni engineer Sardul Sandil will be very interesting. I would like to thank Mr. Gagan Vansal and Dr. Chandra Kishore to coordinate such interaction on important and interesting topics. Thank you. Over to coordinator.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Very good morning to each one of you present today in this expert talk with our alumni. It is a moment to extreme pleasure to welcome the guests who are present here to attend this expert lecture by our alumni. On behalf of the Graphic Era deemed to be university, I welcome our expert lecture and with the permission of our HOD of Mechanical Department, as he give information about the IT industry, how a mechanical engineer is interact with in this type of industry. As our one of our alumni is in the IT field, our chief guest of the day, Engineer Sardul Sandil, is a service delivery lead in Wipro Technology, ex-team leader in Wipro Technology, and it is ISSF, International Rifle Shooter Team India. It's a shooter sports federation. He's a member of that. So thank you so much, sir, Engineer Sadul Sandil, for accepting our invitation and coming over for this interactive expert talk. So this expert lecture is with focus on the topic of role of mechanical engineer in IT companies. It will include more issues to address the full aspect of the topic. I wish this interaction enlighten us all and provide us with approach to deal with the problem of getting a job in IT industry and handling all the things. So thank you very much, Engineer Sardul Sandal, to and everyone to joining here and listening all the things. And Mr. Gagan Bansal, you want to say a few words?
Very good morning, sir.
Very good morning. Uh,
First of all, I would like to welcome everyone on behalf of Department of Mechanical Engineering, Graphic Design University. Uh, it is very fortunate and very seems very effective that students are taking so interest. These all
very
activities
well.
that are being driven by Department of Mechanical Engineering is just to give exposure to all the students related to the placements assistance. We have invited Shardul today from Wipro. He is our alumni also. He is very gentle human. He is working as an for Team India as an international shooter also. So he has many batches of achievements in his name. All these activities that are being conducted by the Department of Mechanical Engineering is just with the aim to give the exposure to the ongoing engineers to have exposure of all fields. It is very much necessary to understand how academically and industrial are co-related. That is very much needed. What is the need of an hour? What exactly is the demand of an industry at this present scenario? At this moment, as a head of department, Dr. Professor Rajesh Prasad sir has just mentioned that all these non-academic plus technical events are very much necessary, and these are very helpful for the placements and getting better professional life.
Right.
So without wasting much time, I would now request
Right.
Shardul to take over the charge if the permission of Sir Dr.
Right, sir.
Chandrakishore.
Please welcome, sir. Welcome, Engineering Sadil Sadil. Sandil, now you take over all things, and our audience and students, your juniors, we can say, is very much interested to listen you as giving the information about. I'm audible, Sadil?
Yeah. You're very clear, sir. You're
Right,
very much
right, right.
audible.
Sadhul, please take over from here. So share your experience and share all the things so that student can understand, because this COVID time the student has very much stress. How we can, as a mechanical engineer, move to IT industry, and what would be the future prospect. So please welcome our uh, chief guest or guest expert talk guest, Mr. Engineer Sadul Sandal. Please welcome.
Thank you, sir. Thank you. So first of all, good morning to everyone, all the faculty members and all the students, those who have joined. So it is always a matter of pride for me to be in Graphicera and to have this lecture. So this is my second lecture with all the alumni. Some of the people who took my lecture earlier, they are currently working with me. So that's I feel blessed to have those kind of people. And like what I truly can say, the Graphicera pass out people, those who are currently working with me in my company, they are very hardworking, very good. But that this is something which you just said, sir, in this COVID time. So like it's people are, it's getting very hard for people to get an opportunity and seeking a mechanical, because most of the people without skill, they are not getting a job right now. But this is something we can say that this is a new normal, and moving ahead, everything will be online, everything will be based on automation, everything will be based on robotics. So looking and seeking for a job in mechanical, that's a good thing. So first of all, I'll start with a bit of my introduction, and then we'll be moving on what I did, what was my experience after passing out Graphicera. The we also tried looking into the mechanical domains. We got some offers from the mechanical domains, but what was the reason of choosing IT over core mechanical? Okay,
Right, right.
so this is something. So I'll start with myself first. So
Yeah,
my name
sure,
is
sure.
Shardul Chandelier, and currently I joined Wipro as a project engineer. So it was a campus placement thanks to Graphicera University, and within 2 years of time, I got two promotions, and this is my third year. And in January itself, I got my third promotion as a service delivery lead, and it's not because I'm from computer background, it's not because from CS and IT background, it's not because of my major coding skills. No, it's just because of the outlook we have for the job and the dedication which we give to the company. So this is something which the company need most. If you are committed enough to do anything, technology is something which you can learn very fast. Even if you are expert in a technology, that doesn't matter. That technology will be there whole your life. Every second day we are getting a new software. Every second day we are getting a new update. Every second day there is a new startup which is bringing a new technology. So you have to update yourself each and every single day. Okay, so that's the thing. Going into the mechanical now, the mechanical part. Why not mechanical? So I do have. I'll tell you one interesting stuff. Some of my friends, they are currently working in core mechanical domain. So one day I got a call from one of my friends. He just wanted to understand how Python works. Why? I said, well, you're working in a production line. Why do you need Python? Because in mechanical also now we have 80 to 90% of the work, the designing work and this and that work is done on softwares. The softwares, if you do manual, see in industry, if you come, time is money. Okay, so to do something manually, like I hope most of the people are from a mechanical background only here. So they are using that CAD and MATLAB and all these kind of softwares. But what you can do, you can attach some of the scripts with these softwares. You can design with the scripts. For that, you need to have the background knowledge of computer and programming. Okay, so my experience, what is my job role? I'll just put some light on that. I joined in one of the biggest database client for BP. BP is basically British Petroleum. It's a core mechanical company which is having multiple oil wells all around the world, which is having it's basically we were looking after the end-to-end process from extraction of oil till the finances and how they're selling it. So each and every, so basically our job was to look after the data. Okay, so that's basically a CSIT part. That's basically a job for a database engineer. That's basically a job of a project engineer. Now, many of us will feel like a mechanical engineer, why they are required there. Slowly, when we moved ahead, there was a change in the project, there was change in technology, there was change in multiple things. Now, currently, what we are looking into the pressure and velocity map of the oil pressures and oil extract from the BP oil. So that's all software based. It's not something which we are on or like a proper site and we are extracting the oil. So we are looking after Alaska, Europe, and Houston, UK. So all the oil wells there. So there are multiple. They have their own employees. Those who are
Sadul,
working. Yeah.
Sadul,
Sir, please.
sorry to
Yes.
disturb you. Can you open your webcam so that our juniors see you as our alumni?
My webcam is open, sir. I hope.
No, I haven't been able to see. Please check.
I'll check with Gagan sir. Gagan sir, are you able to see
Because
me?
I wait for a few minutes, so then I sorry to disturb you, please.
No issues, no issues.
Sure. Please.
I'll close it and I'll log in again. Yeah.
Sure. And now it is.
Now it's visible.
Right.
Okay, I thought it was some
very nice
glitch.
to see you.
Okay. Thank you,
Yes.
sir.
And it's good for our students so that they can see their senior as well as expert lecture. Right?
No, that's
Okay,
good. That's
okay.
good, sir.
Please,
We were
please
also
continue.
very interested. Like earlier, also there were many lectures
Yeah.
when I was studying in graphic era. So these kind of lectures actually helped us out in identifying the job role, identifying the career opportunity. Because when we were studying in graphic era, what we knew about industry, that was nothing. That is something when we came, and one opportunity which I remember with graphic era gave us when Tata came into graphic era, when they made their lab and they created their complete team and lab in graphic era university. So we were the first batch to attend that. So that was something which gave us an exposure of what real industry is.
Correct.
Yeah.
So this type of interaction give motivation, as this is a revising things. And as we need a person which can motivate, revise the things and take to that level so that they can distress themselves. So it's very nice. So thank you for sharing your video. Thank you. Continue, please.
So I was telling you about what we are currently working on. So there is one software, like if most of the CSIT people, they might know about it, but most of the mechanical engineering side people, they don't know. There is some of the like Power BI and all these are common software, you might be knowing about it, but there is one of the software which is known as Spotfire. So it's basically a data visualization and analysis tool, and it can be used in each and any domain. There are multiple software like that. Even if I talk about Power BI, even if I can talk about the simple Excel also. Simple Excel, if you add the data from the database which is the data which is getting from multiple sensors, you can do your mechanical analysis, you can do your physical analysis, and you can identify each and every technical detail of that specific data. And moving ahead, there are some things which are coming, the big data, Hadoop. So data will be the part, because we are moving ahead day by day, the data is growing. Data is not something which will be limitless. It will not have any limit. And later on, we need to see how we will be managing it. After completing the mechanical engineering, like I was already having one or two offer in my hand, but still the mindset was to look after the mechanical job in mechanical domain, to look for the production line, going for an automobile industry. Why not? And why not looking for seeking for an opportunity somewhere abroad where there are core mechanical departments? But those departments also slowly they are moving towards the automation. Okay, earlier when you used to see that there were thousands of people working on production line, now there are only 2 shifts and 50 or 60 people they are working on those production line. But still the demand for mechanical engineer, if you are a mechanical engineer and you know the software skills, you already have the technical knowledge, but the software is add-on. Okay, so I'm working with BP. I do have already the knowledge of all the drill bits, what we call a job, what is a drill bit, what is the thermal temperature, what is the threshold energy. So each and everything we do have. Like many of the software engineers, they are into coding and learning from past 3 to 4 years. So I have a team of software engineers, like we are only 2 mechanical engineers in my team, and our job role is just to analyze the data. Okay, just to analyze the graph. On the basis of our recommendation, our team, they are developing and they are modernizing the views of those charts. So it's basically 100% core IT job. But what the client we are looking for is basically the mechanical department, and the all that matter at the end of the day is what we deliver to client. If I have the knowledge, I can deliver the best possible solution. Most of the software people, software engineers, those who are working in my team, they might not take that approach to find the best solution. So this is the thing which we are working on right now. Okay, I also would like to have some questions if because I remember when I was in college, we used to have thousands of doubt in my mind. So if there are some questions from anybody, you can stop me in between and you can let me know whatever the questions are there.
Definitely, Shradul. Student have lots many questions to interact with you and ask to you. Uh, Already we have shared that any student can ask anything.
Okay, all right.
So now, Gagan sir, is there any question in chat box or any raise hand?
Sir, we have received few questions during registration that we will be taking.
Okay.
Later, all the students who have any kind of doubt, so they can write it in the chat box at any.
Yeah, it is better so that, or sometime they want to ask, we can unmute them and they can ask.
Yeah.
The common questions they have actually. Mr. Gagan, sir, what if you have the list of the questions, please, on behalf of a student, we can ask.
Sir, one of the main question that was asked by many of the students that I'll just read in.
Yeah.
Do we have strict training in IT companies for mechanical engineers?
We don't have no. That's a thing we used to think about it. What we used to think is that when we are going into a training, so training is basically, earlier it used to be 6 months. When we joined company, it used to be 3 months, and now it's a 6 week or 5 week training which companies are having. So multiple companies, they have moved on to the project based training rather than the classroom based training. So what we felt was, while going into that training, you need to clear some of the exams also. So once your training is over, you will be giving some exams and then you will be promoted to project. So our mindset was, we have 80 to 90% of the CS and IT engineers with us, those who are doing the training. So they will be having a better background knowledge, they will be having the better software skills, they will be having the better coding skills to do that. Being a mechanical engineer of my training batch in Wipro Technologies, I was the second topper of that batch, without any proper knowledge of Python, without having the proper knowledge of Java, nothing like that. It depends on what training you are getting. So our training which we had in our company was on databases. So that the industry training which I talked, that is totally different what you are getting from college. So it's good to have the college knowledge, but even if you don't have it, that's not a challenge. If you're keen to do anything, you can do anything. So most of the CS, I used to take some of the, like in our discussions and all with my CS and IT engineers, we used to understand, it was basically similar to classroom. I used to understand from our professors, I used to understand from our web training programs, and that's something which is easy. And what we are, like, as I said earlier, that daily technology is changing. So you have to make sure that you are learning a new technology by yourself every day. So if you take that in consideration and you go for the training, it's a very easy task. Because what I have seen till now, 99.9% of the people, those who go for training, rather than, like, irrespective of their domain and branch, they all are working in very good projects nowadays. So it's not like company, they hire you so that you can work from them. They don't hire you. They know that what college knowledge you have and what industry knowledge they have to provide. Okay, so
Right.
it's not at all a challenge. No. Yeah.
It's good thing as well that we are as a mechanical engineer, we can move to any field.
Absolutely.
But
yeah.
it is very difficult for other engineer to move our field.
That's true. That's true. Mechanical
That is
engineers
my
are all
opinion.
rounders.
That is my opinion.
Yeah, absolutely. That's absolutely true.
Right. So that's why mechanical engineers are top of other all engineers.
Yes.
They can't move to our domain. We can move to others' domain, right?
Absolutely.
And I request all the students, those have their own questions they want to ask with their alumni or super senior, they can ask, they can put question in chat. Otherwise, we are asking on behalf of you. It is better that you can ask yourself, right? So,
Sir, I have the list of questions.
uh,
There was a question that can we perform better than IT student in IT companies?
I am performing better.
yeah,
I am
yeah.
performing better. So I
So
can say
very,
that we can definitely perform better. It's not
right.
about, so once you move to a project, suppose you came into a certain company, you went into a project, you are not liking it. Basically, they see it's with each and every human being that some of the things you're not able to understand. It depends. You have the flexibility to jump on any other of the project in the same company. Nobody will stop you. Okay, so if you don't like this and you have thousands of technology, you don't like one technology, move on to something other, move on to the third one, move on to the fourth one. Like learning is a never-ending process, and take seeking for that opportunity. But like some when you initiate, so you need to hold on to something for at least some time so that you get that experience, and then you can make a better decision. It's all up to on what decisions you make, and yeah, definitely you can perform better. It's that's a whole new learning curve which each and every person will be follow. Nobody will be ahead, nobody will be behind, all will be together, but you have to follow that learning curve.
Thank you, Sardul. Uh, I have my question.
Yes sir, please.
Uh, Means as a mechanical engineer, suggest what language should we can learn before we move to IT industry, or as you said, they give the training. It's okay, but for as we know, design softwares to get the design as a design engineer, but somehow we can get a job in IT industry like
Yeah.
Wipro, TCS,
Yes.
and likewise. So, which language we must learn?
Whatever language people know, it's an add-on. So now what we have, if a person is knowing Java or Python, that's a very good add-on. But if there are many people, those who will not get time to learn that language, and they will not be able to grasp that kind of knowledge in few time. Even after coming to the company, if they join company, they will have that 2 to 3 months program. Like basically for 1 year they will be working as a support engineer, and they will be learning new things.
Nice.
They will be having their own company database which will have the unlimited knowledge. They can assign any project, they can take any kind of documentations, and they can learn whatever they want. But the basic knowledge of C, which we are already getting in our, as a part of our curriculum, with the basic knowledge of Java and Python, if we have,
Java.
they can very easily understand anything.
So,
So most of, yeah,
your
basic.
suggestion is that they can go for just as a curriculum. We have a C++,
Yes.
C, and Java. It for the computer science students. So it should be the basics add-on for the student.
It is
So
definitely the add-on,
okay,
yes.
so Java is the best language which is
Python is nowadays the
Python.
best one. Python
Okay,
is
Python.
nowadays the best one. So basically,
Okay,
Python
okay,
developers and all, they're getting a huge
right.
amount. But once they
We have
start working in the industry, they'll keep on learning new things in Python.
Every day we have a
Every
new
day
things.
they will learn.
So the most important thing is that you must be a Kaizen,
Yeah,
right?
absolutely. Yes, that's
So
true.
that's true. So the Java and Python is suggested by you for
Yes,
our student.
yeah.
So our students are also listening this. So if anybody is interested, or everybody should go with the Python and Java supporting.
Even
Okay.
if even if they don't want to come towards IT industry, but
Mm-hmm.
still if they have knowledge of Java
Okay.
and Python,
Okay.
and they are going into the mechanical domain, the
Mm-hmm.
software on which they will work on the mechanical industry, they will be requiring Python and Java knowledge.
Okay, okay. So this is the add-on for our information as a
Yeah.
technical engineer, mechanical engineer. We go with the Java and Python. So, sir, now Gagan sir, you have another question from the student side,
yes,
or
sir. Sir, we have a question from Dr. Nitin Johri, sir.
okay,
I'm just sharing. Please specify specific mechanical engineering roles in IT industry.
There are first of all, the first thing is it depends on client, and the mechanical engineering. So it will be related to IT, but as a mechanical engineer, you will have a better understanding with the client. You will have a better understanding with the deliverable. You will have the better understanding is what client requirement is, what he is providing and what you have to provide. So right now, as I said, that I am working with many of the people, they are working with Honda. So we have Honda as a client, we have BP as a client, we have like GE as a client. So these all clients, they have their own like in one project they have more multiple service line, multiple software, multiple application. For each and every service line, they have a different specific team. So in our company, we have one project, but we have that complete project is situated at multiple cities, and we have our development center in Bangalore, we have our development center in Delhi. I am working in Hyderabad. So it depends on what. So once you are in that client, you will know that okay, these are the domains client is working on, and this is the specific domain which is a kind of interesting and beneficial for me as a mechanical engineer. Okay, so as I said, I'm currently working on some of the softwares, those who are looking after the pressure, density, viscosity of those oil, and what is the extract, the limit, the depth, the oil wells kind of thing. So this is something which I'm working on. So it was a matter of my interest. Earlier, my project was different. I was leading that. After I got promoted, I took as the charge of delivery lead for this specific project. Now, with that better, now I don't directly deal with IT engineers and software engineers as my client. I have software engineers in my team, but whom I directly deal with is reservoir engineers, subsurface engineers, and geologists. Now, having that background knowledge of mechanical engineering, that what those because a geologist will not come and say that this is the Python code and this is the C code, I want some modification with that. He will come and say that this is the kind of the surface we are drilling like that, and this is the oil part, and we are looking at the ratio. This is something which you can understand very well later on, that this is the pressure. So we have multiple graphs which you can read easily, that okay, from which place to which place the pressure is increasing, so which is the safest area to go and drill. This is something which we need to put in the visualization form, and we need to present it to the users, those who don't understand coding. For that, I have my team of software engineers, those who can do that. But to deliver this end-to-end process, I need to have my knowledge and better understanding what client wants. Because even if you put 150% of your efforts and you are not able to deliver what client wants, it's useless. At the end, what matters is his satisfaction. So that's the point of benefit which you have when you have the background knowledge of mechanical engineering.
Sardul, also I want to ask one question.
Yes, sir.
You have mentioned that the as a mechanical engineer, you only are able to interact with the on the technical problems. Are you are free to give the solution of that technical problem?
They like that. They like that. So if client is coming and they are saying that this is something which I want, and you deliver it to me, you should be the one to take the initiative that if please don't do it this way, and this is my suggestion, it's better to do it in this way. So they like that, because if at the end of the day, if something is saving them money, that's what they want. Last year when we were working on one of the project, I was leading that. So that was project which was costing them a lot. So that was a project of $100 million per annum. So they were paying $100 million as the cost of license to TIBCO, as the cost of license to Cisco, as the cost of license to IBM. So what we told, that you already have other servers, why don't you migrate each and everything from here to there? We will be supporting that. We will be doing the migration for you. We will be talking to the users, and we will be telling them what is the cost benefit. In that annual year of this 2021, we saved them $100 million for that year. That was not something which client will think, because client have a lot of things on his plate. This is something you are looking at the specific area, you know where to save money and from where client will get benefit. Okay, client success is my success. Basically, this is the formula which you need to follow. This is not something which I'm coming in morning, I'm doing this job, and I'm going back in evening. So I need to take the initiative for benefit of the client, for betterment of my career. So that is something which I need to feel.
Okay, so then we can say that the in IT industry, the mechanical engineer is working in mechanical domain.
It's not for everyone, sir. It's not for, if if as I'll tell you one thing, like once a company is coming to campus, or basically a new group of a new batch is joining a company, they will go through a training program. That training program is now somewhere around 5 to 6 weeks. After that training program, all those trainees, those who got trained, they will get opportunities for multiple projects. Okay, so they have an option to join any one of them. Okay, they can discuss with their HR, they can discuss with their manager that, okay, you are giving me this opportunity, you will get 2 to 3 months of time to join any of the project. So it depend on your analysis. Like you can ask for the job role, that what is the job role. I got 3 to 4 calls when I joined this project, and one was from healthcare department. Okay, so it's all related to software, but healthcare is not something which I can take care easily. It's not like my area to go into it. I got a like this was my third call, and they said we are working for BP. I directly said yes because I know what BP is working on. Even if there is a software or technical terms, at the end I will be dealing with a company which is dealing with oil wells and oil extraction. So once I am into this client space, I can try to identify my own opportunity. I can write a request to my manager that this is something which I'm looking after, but this is something which I want to change. They will be happy to do that. And it depends on us, like what type of career we are choosing. Some people, we have some mechanical engineers in our company, those who are core Java developers and core Python developers. They are working on core data visualization. They are not even looking after any of the mechanical stuff, but that was the choice which they made. So now some of the mechanical engineers, they are moving towards Hadoop and big data management. Why? Because they know that after 10 to 12 years, this big data and Hadoop will be everything. So this simple Excel and simple visualization tool will not be there anymore. And after 5 to 6 years, anyway, they need to change their technology. So they started working on right now. So all the mechanical engineers may not work in mechanical domain, but still it will be choice for most of them that if they want, they can go to a project which is supporting a mechanical domain client.
Gagan sir, by your permission, one more question I like to ask.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Anuj sir. Yes.
Final question is that you say 2 or 3 pro and cons
Yeah.
of mechanical engineer with respect to the computer science engineer in IT industry.
Okay. So the first part for mechanical engineering, to get that start, once a CSIT person is in the project and you are a mechanical engineer is in the same project, definitely CSIT person will have the initial better understanding of that project. That's true because he know the keywords, he know what they are using, he know the LAN servers, he know the cloud, he know the AWS part. So there they are in benefit. Most of the CS person, they have the better understanding, but the amount of time which they will get initially to make themselves comfortable with that specific project or specific software will be same. A mechanical engineer who is already coming from one of the difficult domain will have that limit to understand each and everything very easily.
Right.
And once that is done, it's all the matter of how they want to how they can present themselves in future.
Very
Right.
fine. Very thank you. We have another question that we received.
Sir,
It is
please, just a few minutes, sir. So, as these all are the experiences and sharing with our student, really, students are listening you, and definitely it will help them, as it is a revision we can say, because everybody know all the things.
Yes.
But actual experience you are sharing as a alumni, it's like a hammer and putting everything in on the direction that how we can proceed with the IT industry. As you said, a mechanical engineer can be moved in multi dimensions.
Yeah.
As a mechanical domain, as IT person, they can move to health sector. They can
Right.
suggest everything. So thing is that you must prepare to learn everything.
Absolutely.
And I'm already putting the notes that I will suggest on behalf of you to our HOD to include some syllabus like Java, Python, as you suggest that big data analyst has a good future.
Yeah.
So we can make something put in our BOS that give some information to mechanical engineer for the big data analysis
Yes.
program or some syllabus like that.
Yes.
So definitely those questions we are asking on behalf of the students, and Gagan sir asking. These are the common questions.
Right.
As we also had such questions because we were at that time students are eager to take computer science,
Yes.
and nowadays as well. So what are the difficulty as a mechanical engineer face? As you are doing very good and excel in this field as a IT expert, but you're as a mechanical engineer learn more and hardcore. So it already executed. So we can say hard a commando training type.
Yeah.
They can handle all the situation or
Yes.
training of the IT industry.
Yes.
So now, Gagan sir, you have a question, or I should ask?
No, sir, I will be asking questions of the students, sir.
Right. So
And
please put.
sir, I would like to say, CK sir,
Right, sir.
he is suggesting that the some syllabus regarding big data Python, and this is
Right. It has a good future.
sir, our department is running a specialization in computer science and engineering, and this specialization is only for that field. The BTech in mechanical engineering with a specialization in
Yes.
computer science and engineering.
We already
Okay,
having,
Gagan sir,
but
you may move.
right, sir.
Yes, sir, very fine. Shardul sir, we have another question. I'm just reading it out.
Yeah, please, sir.
What are the placement strategies to be adopted for preparation before getting placed into IT? Because working can be easy, but getting it into can be tough as per my point of view.
It's not true. The first thing is be yourself. Be yourself. I remember my interview with in Graphic Era only. I like the first interview was with Infosys and second was with Wipro. So I think I came to you, Gagan sir, and I was very nervous before my interview. So I discussed with you and Nitin sir as well. So what suggestion I got from you that time, and that is the same suggestion which I follow, and that was be yourself. Tell the truth and be yourself. That's it. The technical round which they have, that is initial common technical round, which is I don't think that is hard at all for a mechanical engineer. For mechanical engineer, it's definitely it's a very, what I can say, it's a cup of tea. So you can easily go through that. But yeah, the technical round, yeah. So we used to have that kind of challenge that in technical round they will ask some C, they might ask some of the C related question, they might ask some of the technical related questions.
C language.
That's not true. Most of the, so it depends on the interviewer also, but what they are keen on, they are keen on to understand the knowledge you have gained in your 4 years. If you are from mechanical domain, 90% of the question they will ask from the mechanical domain. In case if they ask 10% of the computer side question, it will not matter at all. If you answer that, that's an add-on, but it will not matter. What they want whatever question they are asking you, at least you will be able to answer 40% of that, whatever they ask.
Right.
Moving on to the HR part. HR, if you tell the truth, you tell about, like, it's not we don't want to tell something which is not required. Okay, so in my company, when we get some of the people, like a company is hiring you, then again they will have internal interviews goes on for clients. Okay, so I train those people how to communicate with our client. So that is something which we need to learn, and it depends on who is your interviewer. What good, and the thing is, do your research first. What you are trying to say. If a company is coming and saying why you want to join our company, you should have that knowledge. So like what are the things which are done by the company, what is the hierarchy of the company, and what company can give you. That's the thing. It's not always what you can give to the company. Definitely you will be something from which company will take the benefit, but you should be you should be the one to take some kind of knowledge, some kind of experience, some kind of exposure from that company. So if that is something you are looking for, you can directly go and tell to the interviewer.
Right, Sadhul.
Very fine,
You
very
are,
fine.
uh,
You are
sir. There
answering
is a
it
one
very
student
effectively. We have
raised
another
hand.
question, Shardul, that is how to handle pressure if you were not placed in the beginning and how to grab new opportunities offline.
Okay. So the pressure situation was I handled a lot of pressure, not related to this part, but I was shooting and I was a part of our state team, and I was playing our one of the national championships. That was in 2015, I think. That was my third or fourth national championship. I don't remember. So normally we fire 60 rounds in one match, and we need to score 600. So basically, that was the time when 600 was, like, my final 3 shot were remaining, and out of 30 I need 29 to qualify that national for internationals and trials. So my gun gave up. before final 3 shot, and that pressure which we have to handle, because that was the work which we were doing from last 3 to 4 years, and my gun was completely gone. It was not firing. It was doing all the misfires, and I can, that is not something which I can do a test run there. If I hit a 8, it's gone. It's the whole year is gone. So what I did, I just being a mechanical engineer, I do have that kind of knowledge. I opened my gun. We know how to open a gun. We knew how to fix it. So that is something which I did. Final 3 shot which I fired was 30, and that was one of the match from which I qualified for trials. So in mechanical engineering, if we like later on, if you talk about the career part as well, if you are not getting any opportunity, that is not something end of the life. You have 1,000 different opportunity. Sometime like I still get many opportunities, because when I go for different companies, we have multiple interaction. So I initially I got some call that we want to hire you. So they didn't ask me for my background. They didn't ask me for my interview. They said, we have already seen your skill. Please come for work for us. So that is not something that, and this is a very small thing, because once you go into a company in your future life, definitely you will keep on getting good opportunity, and you will jump for one company to another, not just for apart for money. You will get a good exposure. You will get limitless exposure, I can say. So pressure is nothing. And even like even if there are some people, those who have 1 or 2 years of gap, they seek for an opportunity, they don't get any job. After 2 years they are coming. So I had this kind of experience. Like there were one female who was, because of her child, she took a gap for 2 to 3 years. She came back again. She joined. So we asked her, like, there was a 3 years of gap. Why you're joining right now? So that was a truth. She said that I wanted to give some time to my family, and now after 3 years I want to join back. She was having the required skill set. Even if she was not in practice, I know that in 1 month she can come, she can practice, and she can deliver a better thing which currently my team is delivering. Okay, so leaving that part and thinking like that, no, there is no any other opportunity. There are thousands of right now also, that like people say that there are no jobs in the market. There are no jobs for the people, those who don't have the skill, or those who are unable to showcase the skill. So the first thing is the confidence, the skill set. If you are able to showcase your skill set at the right time, there are limitless jobs for you.
Right, right. You definitely. Yes, sir.
We have one of the attendees. Uh, I'll just take his name. You can
Adhes,
unmute and answer. Ades Sengar.
Yes. Good morning, sir.
Very good,
So
man.
my
You can
question is,
directly ask.
okay, sir. So what is the application part of mechanical engineering that is used in the computer science, like in terms of coding?
uh, anything and everything. You are studying fluid dynamics, right? You are studying that heat mapping charts and all. You are studying lathe machines, and like how heat is generated. You are doing foundry and forging and everything, right? In my domain, we are working on machineries part. Like if you are drilling, how the heat is developing, how it is going from one molecular level to another molecular level. Right now you're doing it physically in front of your eyes. What we are doing is with the help of sensors and machinery and automations. So the thing is, first thing is what domain you are working on, that matters. But yes, you can use any kind of knowledge which you gained in mechanical as an application in IT. Okay. So everything is related to machine. Even if I have a client, definitely somewhere or the other, they will be using a manufacturing unit, they will be using a production line, they will be using some equipments, or they will be using some automations. What data you are getting, if it is related to mechanical, you can put any of your knowledge there.
Okay, sir. So one more question, sir.
Yeah.
So
Please.
what are the that are belong to mechanical engineering?
Could you please repeat
right.
your question?
Jobs in mechanical engineering, sir.
I didn't got your question correctly, because there is some lag in your voice.
I am asking that what are the jobs that are comes in the department of mechanical engineering?
Okay, it's not a single type of job. It's a multiple type of job. As a mechanical engineer, if I talk in IT, you can work as an analyst. You can work as a database engineer. You can work as a developer related to a mechanical stream. You can what I work on. I started my work as a software engineer. I moved ahead as a team lead. Now I am working in the management. So I directly deal with client. I take the requirement. I tell my team to develop that. We go into multiple brainstorming discussions, and finally, all together, we deliver it to client. It's a matter of your choice. If, as a mechanical engineer, you want to pursue a path of architect or you want to pursue a path of management trainee or managers. So that depends on you. If you are interested in coding, right, you can pursue the path of architect. If you have that better understanding of mechanical and you want to work as a client relationship manager and discussion with client, you are more interested in leading a team and delivering and finances, you can move on to the managing part. So that will be up to you. You will have that choice. You will have the opportunity to get certified in each and everything. The certification company will provide for their employees free of cost. Okay, but you should be able to give your worth to your manager that for this opportunities you are worth enough to get that. Definitely they will give you multiple opportunities for that.
Okay, sir, I got your point.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
No problem, most welcome.
Very nice.
question. Let me
Sir,
tell to all the attendees and all those who are listening me just now. Shardul is not just an IT professional; he is also an international rifle shooter for Team India. So he can have a better understanding of pressure or how to work on pressures at different situations. Though we understand that in IT companies it has a huge pressure and deadline based work, but the another badge in his shoulder which suits him like an international rifle shooter that has an immense pressure, and he has performed very well, as we can see every day in different newspapers also, TVs also, in his profile also. So a big congratulations from everyone throughout for this particular achievement and hobby that he has, which is giving India a better future. So I'll be asking another question that we have received. It is, do I have to do my masters for high paid income? This is the
Why?
question from the first year student.
Yeah.
Uh, his name is Mohammad Abuzar from mechanical first year.
Okay, okay. Hi, Abuzar. How are you? So basically, like this was a question. Like directly after joining a bachelor's, you go for higher studies. It's a good opportunity if you are keen to do that masters. If you have yes, there are some people that they say like, no, I want to study more. It's good to it's good to have that opportunity. Later on, if I talk about 20 to 30 years later, even after masters, if you're coming into IT sector, it's not a definite part that you will get a good hike, because masters, if you're coming after 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, even if you are pursuing multiple career options and you're coming, the BTech guy who is already there for past 3 or 4 years, who has already taken that experience, will be equivalent to your master's degree, and he will be having the better knowledge how client is working, how you have to be in front of your manager, how you have to deliver. So masters, definitely you have that knowledge. If you are joining a project which require your master's knowledge, that will be an add-on. You will be able to perform very well. But similarly, a person who is directly joining after BTech, even after BTech also, like there is in my company, we have the opportunity for people those who wants to pursue masters. So after BTech, if you're joining, company is giving you direct degree for masters. They will give you proper classes. They will give you each and everything. If you don't want to work, if you don't want to, if you just want to study, it's better to go for masters. But that's not certain that definitely you will get a very good high rather than a person who is working from past 3 to 4 years. It depend on your skill set and the way of working in IT.
Okay, very fine. I'll be taking very fast. A few of the questions are already been asked by Dr. Rajesh sir also. I'll be repeating one question been asked by Subranil Paul from Mechanical, that is the knowledge of programming compulsory for applying in IT companies for
Mm.
mechanical students?
No. It's not at all compulsory, because it's not necessary that you will be working on programming. Companies also know that if they are hiring you, they know that you will be working on different skill set. You will be working on different project. Most of them might not require programming. So programming is not the constraint for hiring. The thing is, you should be able to, you should be open to knowledge. You should be open to learning. If you are open to do that, anyone will hire you. Having the basic knowledge, it's good to have. Even if you don't have that, nobody is stopping you to coming in IT. No, nobody can say that no, you are from mechanical background. Yeah, but for CSID person, if CSID person is not having that programming knowledge, that's a drawback. Not for the mechanical engineer.
But Sadul, I add the question in the same question.
Yeah.
For initial level requirement, the programming is required.
It's not, sir. Initial level requirement programming is not required, because that will be the part of the training curriculum of the company. When an engineer is joining, the basic requirement and the basic knowledge the company will be giving that. They will be going through some training programs. They will be going through the project specific programs, I would rather say. So the initial knowledge is not at all required for a mechanical engineer for programming.
When you are selected in the campus placement,
Yeah.
They
can
get
you
it.
share some questions asked by the interviewer?
Interviewer, like most of the questions, like not most, I would say all of the questions, they are from strength of material, they are from types of jobs you did, they are from what were the subject you studied in mechanical engineering. And really in that pressure, I forgot some of the subjects which I studied in second semester. Okay, so that will the pressure will definitely will be there. Okay, but they will not go towards the programming part. Most of the questions so related to our foundry, like what you are doing, how you are working on late machine, what is the threshold value for that. So that kind of, and these questions are also very basic. After coming, and like the engine, what is the difference between two stroke and four stroke, why we are not using two stroke anymore. So that kind of questions they asked. HR will be totally personality based. How's your personality, like basically. And for HR interviews as well, some of the questions are the what we say, they are universal, and they are the key of moving for ahead or moving stopping there itself. Like the first question which every HR will ask is, tell me something about yourself. You need to tell him in the best way possible. I prepared for that question for days, because when they asked the question, that time you came to know that no, you really don't know yourself, and HR also knows that. Okay, so that is the time where you need to present, you need to be smart enough, and you need to be confident enough. Okay, so technical side, they will just focus, or the campus people, they will just focus, even if off campus one, they will just focus on the 4 years of knowledge what you got as the mechanical engineer.
Thank you, Sadul.
Okay.
Two,
I have another
two
question. We
words.
have three questions left. Previous question which I asked was from Robin Saini. We have another question from Sonali Kumari from BTech. She's asking how to focus on growth during initial phases and building better career. She's also from first year.
Okay, all right. So the growth is the matter of your performance in your initial phase. When you join IT, like nobody will tell you anything for 1 or 2 years. It's all depend on your performance. But some people, they come in doubt, and what they'll do, like they are like you need to guide them to do anything, or you need to guide them to take in everything, or to extract the work from them. You should not be like that in IT field. You should be the one to check for the opportunity and quickly grab it, because IT is a matter of competition. Each and every person is looking for an opportunity which they can take over, they can take the responsibility, and they can deliver that. So the first 1 or 2 years, it's better to join, to learn, to be a part of team, to understand how they are working, learn from their experience, do as many mistakes as you can, because then only you will learn. First year, second year, nobody will tell you that why you made this mistake. Every mistake have a correction. So do as many mistakes as you can. Like as your team lead, as your senior team members and senior engineers, everybody will be supportive. Everybody will be very supportive. Okay, so the thing is, learn from their experience, then try on to move on to a different opportunity which you feel will be best for you. That will that so they your when you move from your first opportunity to second, that will be something which will giving your direction to your career path. Okay, don't put yourself constraint. Okay, this is something which I do, this is something which I got, I'll do this thing, I'll just close it and I'll deliver it. No, give your response, be confident, and Graphic people anyway, they are confident enough when they go outside.
Right,
Okay.
right.
Very nice, Shardul. I have one optional question from you, from the student of biotechnology, if you can
Yeah,
answer.
yeah, please.
Uh, is Pragya Devi from BTech Biotech. She is asking that what is the role of biotech student in IT industry?
A lot of role of biotech student, like as I told, like we have some healthcare project. Now these healthcare project, they are moving towards biomechanics. What biomechanics need is the combination of computer engineers and mechanical engineers. Like they are creating the prototype of hands, they are creating the prototype, and it's a daily research which they are doing. So biomechanic people, they have the better understanding of mechanics of body. Even the physiotherapist and the psychologist are working with IT company. Why? Because if a person is having that biomechanical part in the body, they need some psychological session how to use that. They need some physiotherapy session to regulate their muscles and biomechanics. So for biotechnology people, they do have that kind of, and not just limit to this mechanical part. They have related to research and all. Like there are multiple teams, medical and medicines teams. Like we have Pfizer as a client. Those who do that research, that research data is completely looked after by a team. So by they, most of the people, they are from the pharmacy background and biotech background. So for any domain, irrespective of any domain which you are studying, there is a career in IT, but you should be smart enough to seek for that opportunity and grab it.
Say that IT service can be utilized in any
Sir,
field. Is it correct?
Yes, that's correct. That's absolutely correct, sir.
Agastya, just 1 minute. We have one question from the student, Agastya. Agastya, you can unmute your mic and ask directly.
Sir, I'm Agastya of Gaurav Pandey of 6th semester. Sir, I have a question. What about the job sensibility of a mechanical engineer while working in an IT industry?
Okay. Well, what do you mean by job sensibility first?
So, a job sensibility means what are the work factors which you have to take while working?
The fact is, so the work factors which you have to take while working, you should not worry about that part right now, because once you go into the industry, you will have that totally experience that what are the factors that matters. Okay, right now, but the thing is, what you need to focus on right now is what are the factors you can deliver, what is the quality you can deliver, the time you can give to the company, and the commitment you can give to company. Once you go into a project, you will be having a specific role. Okay, they will be telling end to end process of that specific role. You need to ask them, okay, what are the factors that matters for this specific project in this specific domain. Okay, you need to tell them that I am from mechanical domain, this is my understanding, and this is something where you can do better. You should be the one to give them the risk factor. You should be the one to give them your inputs on that part. Okay, so there are no generalized factors for that which you want to take into consideration right now. I hope I answered your question.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Thank you.
Okay.
Dear students, I hope I am audible. It's a good opportunity to interact with your senior alumni and super senior. Please ask questions if you have, as Gagan sir is also asking on behalf of you. You can directly ask. It's give confidence, or we can say it make a very good interactive session, as a few of you are asking very genuine questions, because it questions come in every mind, but if you ask, it give you the one more we can say confidence, that is right. So because we also have such questions at that time, that if we move to IT field, that our we can say as a mechanical engineer we will forget everything, and our face would be as a IT person, not as a mechanical engineer. We can switch back or not to our main core branch. So such questions are there. But if you ask yourself, it is better. As we are asking on behalf of you general questions, so my question, if somebody is there, they will ready for asking. Meanwhile, I have one question.
Yes,
As
sir,
it's
please.
my means as a if we join as a IT personnel, or we got training to particular field, if we want to back in core branch of mechanical engineering, if we get an opportunity, then how it affect our pay scale, or we can say mindset, that if we move to as a core engineer, then I have to start from the beginning. So
There are many people, sir, those who are jumping like that. Okay, so
right.
they have that better understanding now. I like mechanical company, they are working with the software part, most of the software. So some people, those who work for client, a specific client they are working on, they have that knowledge. Like I told you, say some people they are working for Honda, some people
Right.
they are working for BMW's project. They have the understanding how they're working. Moving on, they directly sometimes apply after 1 or 2 job promotion. If they get an opportunity in the same domain, they already have that skill set and the knowledge of their domain. They directly apply for that specific. Now they are working in a mechanical company, but with the same softwares in the same production line with a better understanding. So it's not always a challenge for that.
So they can maintain their identity as well
They
if
can
they get
maintain.
an opportunity, and as a mechanical engineer, they want to present in future, so
Yeah.
they can balance all the things.
But
It
for
is
most of them, the mindset changes, sir. Like
right.
this is the mindset before joining an IT. Once they join that IT, it's a kind of a comfortable job. They don't want to leave, and they don't want to go into specific mechanic because they're already working on their interested mechanical domains here.
Yeah, that is the one point you said, interested.
Yes,
Interesting point. If you are interested in learning every day, you have an interest, they just want the person which has these qualities, right?
yes,
Yes.
absolutely.
So student, please, Gagan sir, you have
Okay,
a question?
I have a question. It has been asked by Prakhar Pandey, 8th semester.
Yeah.
He's saying that recently I joined Cognizant, and if in future I want to join the mechanical domain again, are there any opportunities to do so? And if yes, will my experience in IT company come in handy in trying to apply
Okay,
for mechanical domain jobs?
Okay. So for first of all, congratulations for joining Cognizant. That's a very good opportunity you have got.
nice.
Okay. Now the thing is, what I would suggest, once you join Cognizant, why don't you take 1 and 2 years of experience and you look for a project inside Cognizant which is related to a mechanical client. You can learn a technology within 1 to 2 years and you can use your knowledge and that specific technology for that client. It's very easy to jump from one project to another in an IT company. So that is something which I would suggest. Even if you want to back out from IT field and you want to join a mechanical domain company, if you're getting that opportunity, you already have 2 years of an industry experience. It doesn't matter if it is an IT industry, it doesn't matter if it is any other industry. You already have the 2 years of IT, 2 years of handling clients, 2 years of IT experience, which will be definitely an add-on while you are giving interview for your mechanical. Now, what will matter is your knowledge on the mechanical background. If you have that knowledge, you already have the experience, it will be an easy task.
One another, you can ask your question in the chat box. Actually, I'm taking it from Google Form also. I'm taking it from WhatsApp also. पूरा busy हो गया ये. We have question from Vivek. He is finally the student. He's asking, sir, please ask in Shardul sir about options in IT industry after masters from mechanical.
After master, it's so opportunities will be same for everybody. What matter will be the job role. Being a master student, they will have a better trust on you to understand each and everything quickly. They will have a better trust on you to handle the clients, to show confidence wherever required. So that will, but the project, the way of working, the domain you are working will be similar because everybody will be working for one client to deliver the same project which we have got from them. So it will not that, okay, you are an MBA student or you are an MTech student, you will be working on this project, and you are a BTech student, you will be working on this project. No, nothing like that. Even from like many of the PhD students, those who are coming, many of the IITs and NITs, they are coming and they are joining the same project as you. All together, you are a team who are working to deliver a same output to one of the user or client.
Very nice, Shardul. As these are the common questions coming by different ways, that because curiosity is
Yeah.
very important, and
Yes.
learning and interest is very important. If you have all the things as a person, that HR will definitely take you. As
Right.
you told that in interview they ask about the strength of material and that IC engines, foundry. So they want to see the eagerness of learning and explaining the things, and how you take the question. That is important. As you don't have any language of computer as a curriculum, or but you have a eager to learn anything to get a job, or we can say you want to move any domain, a new area. So this is very important. So I hope all the questions, it's a very interactive session. Definitely this series, which is initiated by Mr. Gagan Bansal, interacting with the alumni by this way, is very, very we can say it take to one a step ahead to give a confidence to our student. So my one question, that if you change to IT sector, there is a some stress level come, that I will sustain in this field or not after getting training. As you said, they will give you the training, but the difficulties they are getting every day, you have a stress that I will sustain, I will would be in this field for how long, and after how many years or days that we will get a promotion, or we can say sustain in this field is very difficult. So this time of type of stresses comes in the person as a person. So you also faced such things, but how you handle, please share your
So,
experience.
so whenever we have certain kind of deliverable with the client, so definitely there will be stress on each and every team member, right? Now it's the matter of outlook, how we are taking this stress. We can take it in a positive way, we can take it in a negative way. Sometimes we get some comments, no, like something which we have done, we have worked for months, and client will not like it because they might have a different view, like, oh no, I want it in this way. Suddenly the stress will come on us, like we did this much of hard work and they want it in a different way. So that definitely will be there, but that is something which will make you learn, and which will keep you give that enthusiasm, like, okay, this is the study which we have done, how can we present it in a different way? And that is something which will come. So initial, like most of the people, they say like IT job is very stressing. That is in only in the initial years, because they will limit themselves to a certain work. They will not try to grab the opportunity, because my team were having a lot of work. I hired two more people so that they can help us out with the automations. Once most of the job was automated, our stress was released. So that is something will be there, but it can be handled. It's not at all a big deal which cannot be handled. But if you keep on putting stress again and again for each and every work, and you are not delivering something, because once you are taking the stress, your output will reduce. You should not
Right,
let
right.
your output to be reduced. If your output is not reducing, stress will automatically come and it will go.
Definitely, that you have to come with yourself, be
Right.
yourself, and this is the, if you are facing the stress, it means you are doing something, you are
Right.
moving ahead. So it's my experience,
Right.
and I hope all the questions from the Gagan side is all done, as these are the common questions, and you share your experience in such a way that they will get definitely revise the things. And our professors are also doing the same thing. But if you're as an alumni and expert lecturer from the industry, having experience, it would really help us, our students. And I hope students really enjoy this session. If anybody has any question, please feel free. As this is a very, very open session, as Sradul is giving very open mind share suggestions for beginners, for those don't have any language learned for getting IT jobs. As a mechanical engineer, your perception for IT industry, he shared all the things. But yes, yes, there is a one raised hand. Please unmute yourself if Usman, your Usman.
Ashik
Yes?
Usmani, sir.
Yeah, yes. Ashish Usman, please ask question.
Good afternoon, sir.
Please a little bit louder.
Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon. Please ask your question from your senior, or we can say our alumni expert. Please.
Sir, I also personally know you, but I have a question that many students are still unplaced and college period is also complete. And now there is a pressure on us how to place ourselves in time. Then how to overcome from such pressure and stress.
Like the first thing is don't stop your knowledge whatever you are taking just after completion of college. Don't just shut your books and say okay, college is over, I don't have to study anything. Just keep on studying that part. There are multiple off campus opportunities, there are multiple in campus, and there are multiple in companies opportunities which they are providing right now. So like some of the companies recently, they have launched their like TCS also, they have given that open interview rounds for the freshers. So please keep on seeking for that kind of opportunities. That's very easy for freshers, and as you're just in your final year, so it will be a very good opportunity for you, because final year students are the most of the students which get hired in these off campus opportunities. So keep a track of that.
Right. As you said that this time is very crucial due to COVID.
Yes.
That earlier you had a offline session. I also attend that session. You share very good experiences at that time. But due to COVID, this
Yes.
online sessions are one of the learning for us as well. Earlier we just thought okay, we have a webinar and talk with the industry people through online, but nowadays it's common, right? And it's good as well. So our students are also got familiar with these things, and they have a opportunity that you are sharing all the things. Now I think most of the question has been completed. uh, Now it's time to uh, uh, we can say not close this session, but not end this session. We looking forward for more experience in next session. So I
Right.
request our Professor Puneet Gupta sir to please share your views and move this session for next step.
Respected HOD sir, members of the faculty, students, and the speaker for today, Mr. Shardul Shandilya. Firstly, I would like to congratulate Shardul for all his achievements that he has done, for all
Definitely,
the
sir.
initiatives that he has taken. It has really been very good of him to have himself associated with us for so long, and we are really proud of him as an alumni. The alumni are our true ambassadors. They reflect the hardships, the hard work that goes on from the part of the university, the faculty, and all the other staff in actually nurturing and bringing out good professionals who would be real ideals for society. I would also like to thank the Graphic Era Society for giving us such opportunities to hold such meetings. Mr. Gagan Bansal, particularly for taking this initiative, and also Dr. Chandra Kishore for moderating
My
all the
pleasure, sir.
activities.
My pleasure, sir. Thank you.
Something I would like to say about Sharduli, I have taught him for 2 semesters, and I found him to be a very responsive scholar. He was always in the front benches. Whenever any question is asked, he would always answer. And I should tell you all, especially the students who are listening, that he was parallelly involved with many activities. He was taking part in international shooting competitions, and yet we never found him being short of attendance, or not making his submissions on time, or not responding on time to whatever the academic requirements were. I wish these qualities are imbibed by all the students. It is good to be a professional, and it is good also to be a professional who is liked by all his teachers. And Shardul is one of those professionals I am sure will be liked by all his teammates, his employers. So I wish him the very best in all his endeavors in life. And as he has emphasized that students must have the necessary mind, the necessary skills, and the necessary strength also to pursue a career of their choice. So, at last, I would like to repeat the words of the famous Swami Vivekananda: arise, awake, and stop not till your goal is achieved. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir, for giving such uh, information and all. Really, our students and Shradul will we continue as giving a lecture with our students and motivating. And really, sir, it's very good. Now, on behalf of Graphic Era and Department of Mechanical Engineering, thank you everyone, those who were in the meeting, and definitely you were benefited uh, on with this sharing of experience. So we looking forward you to attend such lectures in future. Thank you everyone.
Thank you so much, everyone. Thank you, sir, for giving this opportunity to interact with these future engineers of Graphic Era.
Right.
And I feel very good to have these questions, because what I feel that no question is silly, and a student, they have multiple doubts with them. So
Right.
I would like to tell them, like, even if they have from like any of the Graphic Era student, if they have any doubt, they can directly connect with me. They can put me a message if they have any doubt. I'll be happy to do that. Or even if they can just if they have multiple doubts, they can let Gagan sir know about that, and I can directly connect with him. So thank you for
Thank
letting me speak here.
Thank you
thank
very
you,
much,
thank you,
Shardul.
Shradul.
I'll just take 1 minute that I have shared a feedback form in the chat box, so you can share. All the participants can use that particular link to give the valuable feedback for the continuous improvement. Uh, Another very effective, with permission, or we can say with the proper uh, the power of saying anything we have with Shardul. It will be great if we can share your LinkedIn and email ID with the students, if you don't mind, so that they can directly connect with you anytime they
Right.
want. Because uh, as we assist for the placements and everything to the students, it would be better if you can also give your valuable inputs
Correct,
as
correct.
and when required. So if you don't mind, we'll be sharing your email IDs with the student, and you can be in touch. And we have also made a Telegram group on. We have made a group on in Telegram where all the students of mechanical engineering since the beginning till date who are passed uh, from Department of Mechanical Engineering, those who are pursuing also, so they are connected there, so we can have a better knowledge sharing there also. So
Definitely, sir. Yeah.
thank you so much. Thank you everyone for joining. And apart from this, even if you have any doubts, we can uh, get them solved. But uh, being a professional and being a good listener, it was very effective that we have got such an amazing audience. And you will be glad that Shardul, that we have received more than 300 registrations for this particular
Oh wow.
your expert talk, and more than 150 have joined, or with some reasons may have left, but continuously we have around 80 plus students who were
Yeah.
listening to you
Right, right.
eagerly. Hope if one of your words benefits our students, that will be a life changing moment for us, and will be like a pleasure or a blessing from God, that we are able to do at least something for our students. That will be great
Yes.
for us.
Yes.
Thank you very much, Shardul.
Thank you. Thank you so much,
Thank
sir.
you,
Thanks a
thank you,
lot.
sir.
Thank you. Thank you all the audience. Thank you.